Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is what books and burials tells us. This is very interesting and very informative kind of lesson, children. Don't miss the video to see this, to watch this. Very story kind, and you can analyze, you can understand well easily. Okay, children. Beginning of the lesson, it is Mary in the library. About this concept, we are going to discuss now. Here, Mary is a child in a school, and school teacher has taken these students for a library. In the library, with seeing the library, Mary was amazed, and she said that more than our classroom, this library is big. Is there? Then surrounded by that entire that in that library, or else surrounded to this Mary, many shelf it was there. In that shelf books it was kept in disciplined way, and in one corner of that library, one cupboard it was there, and she wanted to open that cupboard, and she wanted to pick that books from that cupboard. And then teacher went near to there, and teacher said that he said that these are the Vedas books. It is very interesting and informative kind, and where these are, it was written in that 3500 years ago, and all he was said. And children, about entire the beginning of the lesson is going to be start by this only Vedas, how it was taken birth, and who was written, and all about that we are going to discuss in begin now, right now, after this little story of Mary. Okay, let us come to the part of lesson. Then, one of the oldest books in the world, one of the oldest books of the world, about this topic we are discussing now. You may have heard about the Vedas. There are four of them: the Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. See, children, we are going to see that total four kind of Vedas is there: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. Then the oldest Veda is Rig Veda, composed about 3500 years ago. This oldest Veda is the Rig Veda. It was composed 3500 years ago. The Rig Veda includes more than 1000 hymns called Sukta or well said. These hymns are in praise of various gods and goddesses. See, children, in this Rig Veda, it was written in the 3500 years ago. The Rig Veda includes more than 1000 hymns, suktas, or well says. Then it was written. Written about god and goddesses. Especially three gods are it is important. Those are Agni, the god of fire; Indra, a warrior god; and Soma, a plant from which a special drink was prepared. A special drink it was prepared there, means in that time by the plant they used to be prepare a special drink, that is alcohol. There is a Soma only, and one more name also is there, Soma Rasa also they used to be called for that. Then children, next one is there is hymns were composed by sages, great sages. They were composed, and priests taught to students to recite, to say, to practice, and memorize each syllable. See, it was written by great sages, and it was preached to the students by the priest only. Means taught to the students by the priest of a temples. And what are that? The syllable, or else word, sentence, bit to bit with a great care. It was taught. And it was taught word to word of a syllable. Then next is a bit to bit of a sentence. It was taught with a great care to the students. Most of the hymns were composed, taught, and learnt by men. Most of hymns were composed and taught to the children, and those were especially tutors or the teachers or the priests were men only. Women were there, but they are countable. A few were composed by women. See, children, Rigveda is old or Vedic Sanskrit, which is different from the Sanskrit you learn in a school these days. See, Rigveda is a old one among these four Vedas, and how it is different from the Sanskrit. You learn in this school, in this chapter, you are going to learn now. Sanskrit and other languages. About this topic, we are going to discuss. See, Sanskrit it is there now. This is a part of a family of language known as Indo-European. See, Sanskrit is a part of a family of language known as Indo-European. Why it is called Indo-European? About that also we are discussing. Some Indian languages such as Assami, Indo means Indian languages, and European means European country languages. With that language families, this Sanskrit also belongs among them one of this Sanskrit also. Then in our Indo means Indian different states, Assam, Gujarat, India, that Kashmiri, Sindhi, Hindi. Then Asian languages such as Persian. See, Asian languages also we have taken Persian languages and many European languages, European country languages. Those are English, French, German, Greek, Italian, and Spanish belong to this family. See, children, languages family it is. That is Indo European. That entire language families is there now, and even Asian languages also it has considered, it has taken in the language family. They are called a family because they originally had words in common. See, these all are it is called a family because they have the similar words, common words in all these languages. See, let us see example for that. Take the words matra. Matra means in Sanskrit mother. Ma in Hindi mother. Then mother in English. That is, see, all the words starting alphabet starts with M only. But meaning also it is similar. Meaning also same. Then next see. Other languages used in a subcontinent belong to different families. See children, subcontinent of our India, other languages also it is used, but different families those are. Languages are different families. Let us see how it is different. See, for instance, those used in the northeast belong to the Tibeto-Burman family. Northeast and what are the languages is there? That is called Tibeto-Burman family. Then southern side Tamil, Telugu, then Malayalam, then other that Kannada, our Kannada language. These all are it is going to be called as that Dravidian family languages. Then children, other that Jharkhand and part of central India, these languages is used to be called as Austroasiatic family languages. See how that languages family is there, like human beings family is there, no, like that languages family also there. That it is group of based on that state or country it is we are going to be see. Already I taught you now. Then next, the books we use are written and printed. The Rig Veda was recited and heard rather than read. See children, earlier there were no written documentary for Rig Veda also. The entire the teaching process and that sages they were recited, they were made it perfect, then that taught to the priest taught to the children, then among that students some of again they were become sages, again they were become priests, they again taught to that next generation. This went on for in this process only, but later on 200 years ago what they made it, they thought to bring these all that Stoktas and Rigvedas in a printing way. Then 200 years ago the printing it was writing it was started about this Rigveda and all. Then next see, next one more subtopic is there, that is how historians study the Rigveda. Historians like archaeologists find out about the past, but in addition to material remains, they examine written sources as well. Let us see how they study the Rig Veda. See, children, these historians, archaeologists, what all the things they were got it, they were not going to accept it. They were examine. They are going to check out. They are going to read out. What all the information it is hidden is there in that inscription, in that manuscript. Then they used to make a report. That report they are giving to the society, to the press. By the press, everybody we are going to understand, we are going to get the information by the archaeologist. Then next, some of the hymns in the Rig Veda are in the form of dialogues. See, some of hymns were stuktas were in the form of dialogue. This is a part of one such hyman, a dialogue between sage and named Vishwamitra and two rivers. See, children, here, sage, it is the famous sage Vishwamitra. The dialogue, it was a conversation, it was held between Vishwamitra and some of other those rivers, Bias and Satluj, that were worshipped as goddesses. That were worshipped as goddesses. Means god and goddesses place these rivers, they were got to the position of goddesses. The Vishwamitra was had the conversation with them. This it was information, it is there in this Rig Veda only. Then let's see, children. Next, Vishwamitra and the rivers. This concept is there, no? We are going to see in that next reference video. Thank you, children. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell button and share to that maximum peoples to this also is going to reach them and they are going to learn something from this video. Thank you, children. Bye. Take care of yourself.